to me right now. What's your name? Nicole. Everyone needs to be Nicole right now. There she's going right now. Do whatever. Yeah! Rosie! Follow Rosie to get
It's not looking good.
Oh, for acting?
Yeah, I'm going to go see it there.
If you will discover your nature and the meaning of my imperial name, I am called everlasting wisdom. An allusion to my nobility best applied to me, for I am full of ageless wisdom. Though each person of the Trinity is eternal wisdom, and all three present one everlasting wisdom together. Nevertheless, this name is properly applied to the Son by reason, and it falls to him especially because of his high generation. Thus, it is customarily the beloved Son that this signification is applied. Wisdom, now God, now man. I am the spouse of the church and true patron. This is how wisdom began. This is what I sought as my spouse most especially, for I was created for a lover of your shape. Above all health and beauty that was ever sought, I have loved wisdom. He is my light. Wisdom brings all goodness with him. In wisdom, I was made beautiful and bright. No one knows the full pleasure of your name. Wisdom is truly unique in nature. I am born of a light beyond comparison. I am beyond the power of the stars. I am the light of your life. Moreover, I am divine domination, made in the mirror image of his power.
You're summoned, you
Wisdom is better than all worldly preciousness, and whatever may be desired pales in comparison to my likeness. The jewels on my right side have unmeasured length, and in my left lies riches, joy, and prosperity. This, you see, is the worthiness of my name. Oh, my sovereign wisdom, if your graciousness could speak of love, that would bring me great joy. To speak of it, my love, would be wonderful. Behold, soul, with joyful mind, how lovely I am. How amiable to be embraced and kissed by mankind. To all with clean souls, I am forever anchored, and wherever they may be, I am present. I love my lovers without end, those who hold their love steadfastly. The prerogative of my love is so great that whoever tastes the slightest drop of it shall abandon all worldly lusts and desires, for to him they shall seem both filthy and dirty. My love lifts their heavy burdens from them. It purifies them clean. Oh, for it strengthens the mind and it gives wisdom to those that are perfect. Whoever takes me and marries me truly knows that if above all else you love me, you will rest in tranquility and time and certainty of everlasting joy. Oh, wisdom, worthiness of my love, neither angel nor man can recount, cannot be said. It must be felt through experience from above. No creature can describe godly love. What wretch would not love this love who loves his lover so tenderly? He can scarcely look away from her eyes.
Oh, sovereign wisdom, our joy, our bliss, all those who turn to your love, those creatures possess all joy. Oh, sovereign wisdom, holy of all that is holy, tell me how to please you.
Give yourself to me, my dear. I ask nothing else in all this life. Your meek heart, your give me this, and I will be content.
Oh, sovereign wisdom, my heart's allegiance, I present to you the fervor of my love. Your fervent love, it makes my heart weep. Teach me the lessons of your divinity.
Just try not to think too hard, but fear, dread, and conform your will to me. That is the wholesome wisdom I give to you. Dread of God, that is the beginning. It sweeps away the weeds of sin and makes space for virtue's herbs to sprout in the soul. Gain knowledge of yourself, my love, and then you may be able to glimpse that little bit of God that is in your soul. The more knowledge you have of yourself, the more true joy you will have for God.
Sovereign wisdom, I attend to your lessons as I ought to. I, being the soul of man, but what is it that of God I am?
Well, in the beginning all were made in the image of God, but you, my dear, have not only his image, but his likeness as well. You, of all his creatures, were the most gorgeous. That is, of course, up until the time of Adam's offense.
But Lord, since we your souls were not there, why should we pay for man's first time?
Well, every creature that hath been or shall be is made in the nature of Adam, the first man, and thus takes from him the filth of original sin. And thus, by reason, you all hold his blame. When you were first born of your mother, you could in no way dwell in the kingdom of heaven. So disfigured were you by his sin, and damned to darkness in God's eyes.
How does grace then begin again? How do we restore his life?
Well, I'm glad you asked. You see, it was wisdom, both God and man, who made full atonement in the eyes of the Father through the dreadful death that was upon him. And from this sprang the seven sacraments, in which sacraments all sins are cleansed. First, it is baptism that purifies you of original sin. It makes the soul pure in the glorious grace of God, so that it may become the seat of Christ and his true resting place.
Well, then let's begin. These are the 5 points of my soul within.
Oh God, not these guys.
Yeah, these are.
Woo! She brings these guys everywhere with her. They just fucking follow her around. I'm like, I'm trying to get some alone. These are inside. Anyway, each soul is both foul and fair. Foul in the manner of peace and the feeling of sin, and fair as an angel the air of heaven, by the knowledge of God and his reason. Thus all clean souls in this lifetime stand before you now in grace. Quinque prudentes, you senses 5, you silly rascals. Keep clean, and you will not be defaced. The facade of your divine will never tear. For you, a clean soul is the resting place of God. But that is not all, folks. You see, every Christian soul has 3 powers. And here they are, like the Trinity.
Before you now. Mind, will,
and understanding.
Yes, you 3, give now your significations and your properties.
in the soul is the very image of God. Though I lack certain strengths, my mind makes up for them. When I am mindful of myself and the benefits of God and his worthiness, how whole, how fair, how free, how glorious yet how gentle his likeness is, this insight brings to mind the gratitude I owe to God, who has ordained me in bliss forevermore. Yet, my inadequacy brings me pain, that I have nothing with which to pay back my debt. In my mind, I am a creature most vain. I knit my brows in deep regret. When, in my mind, I bring together the years and days of my sinfulness, the instability of my mind here and there, my horrible failings and frailties, this, I confess to be utterly useless. When, on my own, I could not ascend without special grace of God's goodness. Thus, my mind makes me despise myself. On my own, I'm useless. Honestly.
Yeah, you are. All right.
Thanks. Fuck you. On my own, God, I resort only to the comfort of God, and thus I resort to him saying, "My Savior, keep me in mind." My mind did it because I'm the mind. We get it. Thus, the mind brings good fortune to mind. Thus, through my mind, I can know God. Good mind, as opposed to bad mind, is the true image of God. Thus, this is the mindset all Christians should have.
And I am the will of the soul. Without goodwill, no man shall lose his shell. And without goodwill even more, well, no bliss is secure. In the likeness of the Father, I truly implore. For the soul who obtains his great reward must wield goodwill in thought or deed, virtuously set the conscience pure, for in will alone stands man's need. Will is often taken to be, therefore it must be well intentioned. Then all grace will begin to wake, unless it is harmed with sin. Therefore it must be well examined before it's given consent to move. The library of reason must be unclosed to offer the guidance of his judgments. Our will must be only set on God, and for God to do it as he wills. When goodwill rises, God is entwined in us, for nothing comes from us but sin, wretchedness, and folly. God is the creator and the source of will and thought. But this will that I think I've mentioned before, yes, the will, it is where women's and men's
The third part of the soul is understanding. True understanding is behold what God is in himself, beginning without beginning, end without end, who shall never fail. Incomprehensible he is in himself. His works in me I cannot comprehend. For how should I worship him who created all this? Thus, my knowing of myself, my knowing of God will ascend. I know angels find him desirable, for they behold him above all else. And I know among his saints he is most appealing, for they rejoice in him tirelessly. And in his creatures his works have been most wondrous, for all is made by his might, and through his wisdom governed sovereignly, and through his knowledge all souls are compelled with light. God's love is charity, for God is charity, as authors tell us. And he who is in charity, in him they dwell. And blessed is he who is able to say, He who created me has laid his head at my heart.
Lo, these three mighty powers make up the human soul: mind, will, and understanding. By mind we have knowledge of God the Father. Through understanding we know God the Son. And by will, who becomes burning passion We know the Holy Ghost, whose name is love. Yes, not three gods, but one God in truth. In this way they reflect the Holy Trinity and the truth of God's light. By mind, we have faith in the Father. By understanding, we have hope in our Lord Jesus. That's me. The Holy Ghost leads us to charity. These three principal virtues spring from you, and you stand here today, a clean soul, crowned as a king. All this you have free will. Be careful for free will above all else, for if free will fails, the rest will follow. You have three enemies, of them beware: the world, the flesh, and the fiend. It's those guys. Do not listen to them. Protect your five senses from them. You do not need the sensuality that they bring above all else. Nothing you do should offend your mind. And if it does, make sure that the nether part of reason does not succumb to that situation. Consent not to sin.
Sovereign Lord, I am bound to you. You made me gracious when I was not. You lifted me when I fell. You hold me up when I stand in grace. You gave me truth when I was ignorant. You anointed me with the oil of your mercy. And so I cry your praises endlessly, recommending me to your everlasting power.
Fight, and you will have the glory of the crown, and reign together with me in bliss in our lives as partners.
Seeking out to fight, so that in heaven they will not dwell, but instead will suffer with me in hell. I am as wily now as then. The knowledge I held is still within my ken. I know every aspect of man, into what he is most disposed. And therein I tempt all I can. I mar their minds with sin in them. When they despair that God made them, they find their way to heaven closed. Man is the very likeness of God. The spinach goes slightly far. More glorious than any beast feathered in law that ever has been wrought. And so I haunt, and I wound, and I prod with my endless deception and fraud. And should he trust my friendly facade, I shall bring him to naught. The three parts of the soul are this: mind, will, and understanding of bliss. They're the image of God, I know well this, but the strength of mortals soon wears thin, when will is tempted with a kiss. Oh, corruption is something you need to resist. It doesn't count as sin, there's nothing amiss, unless you consent, then that makes it a sin. To the mind of the soul I will make a suggestion, so that its understanding will have delectation, and will bring confirmation. And then I am certain now that death will result in their damnation, and over the soul I will have domination.
Yeah!
Top! Oh, no! Trust them. But to tempt them in my hurt, I shall change my form into brightness, and so a soul to beguile, for I will not rest until the soul I defile.
My understanding is in the true God, that with faith did us renew. Will you leave me alone? Now all his laws to pursue are sweeter to me than the scent of the rose.
And my will is his will truly, the one who created us, his creatures so specially. I yield him praise and glory for his goodness. Foolish motherfuckers! Wonders of folly! Quid histatis tota die oxiosi? Why stand you here idle all the day long? That's Matthew chapter 20, verse 6. You'll piss yourselves before you notice. The devil has clearly overcome you. Mind, keep us in mind. That it is. I'll make a suggestion. To everything there is a season. Working, prayer, labor, homework, party. One season is not kept, the deed is missed. Let me explain it more clearly. Here is a worldly man with a wife and children and servants, busy servants to attend to and other responsibilities, but I won't get into that. Is it right that this man should abandon his obligations, let that family God gave him perish, to lead a life of prayer and bodily ease? Whoever would do this is not with God. Martha pleased God greatly with chores.
Did you even read the story? Mary pleased him much more.
But the least pleasing still had bliss forevermore. Is that not enough?
But contemplative life is said before.
I would not believe that by my Lord, for God himself when Mary in bore. What kind of life did he lead? Answer me this. Did he live in contemplation?
Suppose not by my relation.
This is the life he led to give information and good example to man. Sometimes with sinners he had conversations. Sometimes with the heavens had more communication. Sometimes word prayed, sometimes had tribulations. This is the vita mixta which God here began. And this is the life that you should here pursue.
I cannot believe it.
It's true. Should you wish to pursue, it's not easy, and here's the reason why. You must pray, fast, and pray ever and till, with hard labor and diligence due. And if you mistaken this, then you offend God highly. And he who aims high is due for a great fall. Then apply your mind to this conclusion.
I can make no replication. You're great. I cannot forget this information.
Keep it in mind, for it is your salvation. Now, if only understanding would make delectation, then surely all singular devotion should decline. Go, be in the world, let your five senses spread abroad, for see how fine clothes make a man good. It is good to be, it is righteous to be good indeed, that gives you domination, but See how riches destroy your need. See, it makes a man bare when he's full of food. And from lust and liking comes generation. Understanding, do you understand this information?
It's a cool sort of pleasure.
Hey, yeah, you do. Then make a pausation. Go and see the world about.
Stop dropping your money.
But goodwill pleases God best, no doubt. So, Will, I'm sure you will incline to leave your studies of those things divine. Go and live a common life. For what sin is in ale, in meat, in wine? What sin is in riches and clothing divine? God made all things so that man might incline. Leave your life of contemplation and take a whiff. No, not a whiff. For fair fruit is better than foul pollution. What say sensuality to the conclusion?
Well, by the five senses that give me information, it seems your points are well within reason.
And will of the soul has domination. Apply not reason to this conclusion. Let your nether region give information, and the better region, if it's not gone mad.
It seems to me, as you say, that man may be both in the world and still truly good.
Yes, by St. Paul, but trust not those creatures, for they're no good.
Yeah, exactly.
Lies and flattery, they're no smarter than wood. That is truly a wolf in a lamb's skin.
You know what? I'm not going to row against the flood any longer. I'm going to put myself in a happy mood.
Yes, and go and do so wisely. For as long as you three agree, surely nothing can go wrong.
To this suggestion, we all agree.
I delight in this truly, and I consent to it freely.
Yes, and go be in the world about. Oh, fire good trees. So go be in the world about, acquire good freely, spare no time for doubt. For see how riches make a man bow down low. Give your bodies what they need, and go be merry, let your revelry out.
Yes, or else I will cast aside my sins.
And if I care, may I cause offense?
And if I'm spared, well then, may the devil guide me.
Well, go forth and do so wisely. And, things that
I defy it.
You'll be made hella fine with a cup of fresh wine. Farewell, penance!
To gaining riches, I'll apply my
Understanding, I'll put to riches and glory.
And all I will is lust for lechery. Say goodbye and farewell, for the devil is up. Get up. Get out. Get out. Get out.
common and I made corruption common. And if so, then farewell, conscience. And if it is silent, then I shall have all I will. I will send mine to that which made me fiend, pride, which is the greatest of all sins and against all humankind. And then to grief, for it shall have no end. And then to lechery, and if I shall him rend, then I am certain that the soul is dead. And as for this little boy, then God damn him.
Oh, never mind.
Lo, I'm here in new array. Never mind, I need those glasses. Quick hurry, hairs away, farewell perfection. I seem to myself most attractive. That is the truth, no pride, no nay. I will be the freshest by my faith that agrees with my complexion.
And here is one as fresh as you. Oh, merry and glad now. I'm rich as shit. God knows how. Merry goods make one merry. Look at me now. I boast, I brag for joy. I skip. I let truth slip aside.
And here I am, as happy as you. Why, I am so happy, I feel like I can fly. I have tasted lust and said farewell to chastity. Why, I feel like my heart will always be light. I am full of pleasure, and I delight in all beauty. And a woman seems to me a heavenly sight.
And my sole solace lies in these things, nature, fortune, and grace. My noble kin gives me a noble nature, and that makes me aloof. Fortune laces me in worldly honor, and grace gives me great eloquence. So I disdain all idiot men.
And my joy is to hoard up riches, for fear I might fall, to count them, to handle them, to see it all, to frugally save so that I am counted rich and royal. I brag, I boast whenever the fuck I want. Riches make one equal to those who once were her superiors.
And to me, the most praiseworthy joy is to dress myself in alluring clothing that makes me look friendly. Speaking delectable words of love, why, it is the joy of all joys. It is incomparable to embrace, to kiss a lover. Why, a lover is the clear cause of my smiling when it happens to arouse my passion.
To go on like this seems to me no shame, for gallants like us now possess great fame. They are courtly people, as many proclaim, but look how worthy we are now.
And who dare accuses a woman of grief, even if she's renowned for bribery? To hide it is a stupid sport. It is called wisdom. Beware of it!
And as for luxury, people usually just chalk it up to too much drinking. But it's so common now, we see no shame in it.
I'll forever dress myself in alluring clothing.
And I am falseness to society.
And I will satisfy my lust in flesh. Why, no man can hate this. It's only a game.
I surely rejoice in this kind of, but we should sing.
And if I'm afraid you have my nectarine.
Well, I say have at it. Look how I spring. Why, lust has made me wonderfully wild.
Tenor to you both I bring.
And I am middle range, fit for a king.
And I not but a treble will outring. Why, the devil damn he who banishes merriment.
Why do I know? All right then. Would you like to count us down, sister?
I love you, dear brother. I would be so glad to do so. And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sometimes I get the feeling
I'm not
who's watching over me. And other times I feel like I should go. Do it up and run to the ball. And you take the street. And when you go, and what you want to know. The carry on. How is that?
Like Gary.
Do you trust us now?
We were like terrific, like amazing, like wow.
As merry as the bird on the bough. Why, I haven't a care in the world.
The welfare of the world is in us three now.
Let each persona tell us why. Begin. Go on. For I have no shame.
Oh, but this is the cause of my worship. I serve a mighty lordship, and am in great stewardship of me. Many men take fear. Men support my friendship and maintenance of their fraudship. I support them with my lordship. A fast way to earn wealth and cheer.
I bear false witness, tamper with the jury, bargain and trade official post for the biggest bribes. I know I'm fucking hysterical. I forgot this part of the line because you know what? Life feeder. Your turn. So what do you
Think of me. For all I earn, I spend thrice 3. Sometimes I give, and well, sometimes they give to me.
You really get that check out.
Sorry.
Safe sex is
Why,
important.
there are few places abound where lust and lechery are not found. Why, it is so common now.
lust is about as well trodden as Broadway.
Justice is held back because of bribes.
Truth wins no cases because of wealth. And lust is so popular, we don't even notice it.
The world relies on us greatly.
No three are so well known. Few are outside of our alliance, and as long as it remains this way, we don't mind.
Mine? I haven't a care for that.
I'm rich as shit! I tried! And you know, I don't care, man. I'll never marry. Let him care who's got something to pursue.
Who pursues lordship must purchase it.
Who wants to be on the side of law must have money. If you're in poverty, that fucking sucks. Though your cause might be righteous, you'll never win.
Everything wrong is held up boldly, though the world knows about it openly. Corruption is now so mighty, and all for money's sake, it's beautiful.
And the law is so perverted falsely because people want their money, swayed by bribery.
The truth, no, it's not for the poor.
You guys are doing a great job, you know? Perjury and corruption now stand firm, and they've never had this much sway, not since God was born.
And luxury was never more used by the learned and unlettered of this land. You're doing great, sweetie.
So we three are in agreement. Yeah! And the most used everywhere.
Okay. Since you two want to move around so much, why don't we just dance? With those that belong to our crew, summoned here with mask and wig to make a spectacle of you.
To that plan, I agree on behalf of my company.
And this was your idea, so corruption calling first your faction.
All right, get the fuck out of the way. Let's see.
Oh, here they come now.
There's indignation and stubbornness, malice, also hastiness.
Come on,
You're evil.
I see.
And I am the seventh. My name is corruption. 7. Yeah. 7 is a number of discord and imperfection. Look, here is an army to arrange a treaty. If the devil swore himself true, that supports a lie. So maintain it at your best. This is the devil's dance. I'm supposed to go on a speech about trumpets and the last judgment, but let's just fucking do it. When other groups would give up, this group shall not. Can't stop, won't stop.
Yes, woe to those who offend these men.
Yeah! He who doesn't condescend is gonna have breath!
And beat up those that would amend the law.
Yeah!
Music and online.
You know, these dancers are comprised of 3 sins. Pride, envy, and wrath rages within them!
Now I will begin my dance. In each juror, there is one hood for 2 faces. Falsehood and fair speech sit in the same place. Fuck yeah, come on up. Yeah. I see. No, it's right there. You come on up. Would you like to come on up? Are you sure? Are you sure we really do need everyone so that everyone can be bad with us? Is it not a pity? Damned be the truth. First there is wrong and slight, plunder and deceit. Show your might. Now falseness and whatever bad shit that goes on. Here are we together. This crew is so fucking stupid that they think that their briberies are earnings. They dance throughout all the land from here to there. And they're pretty fucking rad. Now, dance on! All of us, the world wonders at us.
He's gonna dance at everything.
Who gave you that shot? Who gave you that?
No! that loves welfare.
Yes, they spend what true men... Please keep your dick away from me. They spend what true men save.
Yeah, and if they've got a bribe, they don't care who's right or wrong.
They think nothing of swearing and staring.
And they'll all be false. They say less is more.
Why does the bunny hop through the woods? They sit there and they wait because of our father, Greed Hot Daddy.
Right. Well, now that we've seen the dances of corruption and perjury, it's time to show you the dance of lechery. I'm going to attend to. I'm going to follow the brothel's beautiful dashes. And they sing each week by and by, screaming like the tinker who needs a fix. All right, orange bandanas, come on, you. With your indignation and stubbornness. Come on, everyone in with your excess and your greediness. Do it for the flesh, for adultery, for your mistress. All right, and join me, the gentle serf fornication.
Stop calling yourself that.
And the dance that we're gonna do.
We talked about this.
In the style of wenches throughout this whole region.
Jason.
It could be worse.
It could be worse. I mean,
Maybe it won't be so bad.
It's not bad at all. Oh my God, no.
I'm not doing this again! Stop! Fuck it! You know, you can't carry on without my corruption. What the fuck? I will take vengeance. Where vices are gathered, there was never mishap. Throw out these harlots in their Jersey Shore garbage. Bitterly, by him who made all things.
I will beat you two if you delay. I will beat your long body bear. Have at the
Why are you so strong?
Wait, let me go! Everybody keep dancing! And a one, and a two!
What the fuck? Now I curse your dancing.
Yeah! May you wither and die!
Please fight no more. Can't we all just be as one?
Yeah, here was a real one-hit wonder.
Let them go to the devil!
He that is ill-wedded, well, woe is he by my bones.
If you promise to stop doing that, we can stop with this dalliance. Come up with a plan for how we may thrive. But please put the dick away.
That city's goal, no question, is how we thrive. I'm gonna fucking kill it next season with my bribery and payoffs and false testimony. I've paid off the jury, so I've paved my way to prosperity.
And I'll be at the church's door, you know, St. Paul's, between
that
2 and
kind?
3, with a company that's following me with writs and bribes and false papers at the ready.
And the latter you do, well, the better for me. As I come late at night to the sprawling city, I walk the streets with me and my company, and if I don't succeed there, well, then the brothels get my fee. That's too much.
You gain nothing and spend plenty.
Hey, sometimes I extract fines from people who've never offended me, and then I steal their purse.
And I'll make arrests where no one's done wrong. I'll come to collect where there's no money left and take from those that may well need it. I don't care if they curse.
I won't do any the worse. Again, live theater. Don't know this line. Do you remember what I was supposed to say?
Not a clue.
Not a clue. Do you remember what your next line is? 'Cause I don't.
Of the three of us, I have the fewest hair.
might have a remedy. I could rebuke him so spitefully that for his life he shall worry and cower in fear. And if he will not leave her then with his body he shall pay for it bitterly, until that jealousy gives out. Such fuckboys I can teach.
No, I can teach upon better. I can arrest him for disturbing the peace, and then indict him in another state. You wouldn't know where to go, that poor law's bastard. Call him up here to the county court, then to the federal court. That's much more severe. An arrest warrant will hold him tightly, and then they will harass him until he's had enough.
But what if someone notices these wrongs?
No worries, I shall conceal it, so no one will ever perceive it. And I'll never go to court.
I can't think of a trick we should have tried.
Bribery stops the law. It's easy as pie.
But what if he says he's got a clever lawyer?
You'd be amazed by the tricks lawyers know, dear sister.
This will some rich, will some never prosper.
Well, alright. Whoever hires you guys better have some great beans. Let's open a wine.
Yeah.
In truth, I grant have at with thee.
And Chateau Diana. Or two.
Yes.
Sponsored by Chateau Diana. Chateau Diana! Get it at your local CVS. And for a penny or two,
It's alright, I'm 21.
I will not.
Then merry, merry, merry we will be. Oh, and whoever says we shouldn't, well then a curse him.
Why are you running so fast?
Oh, mind. Take a look at yourself. Look what you have
Oh,
become.
come on.
Your ways have turned. See where you will end. Reverse your steps. Yep. It's certain for every creature. Oh, but those that end will have eternal bliss. Those that end ill, talking to you guys, they will go to hell.
Isn't that the point?
No! I am wisdom, sent to tell you this. See in which state.
Into my mind it comes from afar that men shall certainly die, and in this way we go, we err. Understanding, what do you say?
I say, man, stay on your path. This life is so clearly fun and secure enough. I won't let my understanding hinder my play. Well, sister, what do you say?
Well, I'm not going to think about it. I swear to God. I mean, we're still of a tender age. I can just repent when I'm old. Thus, many a person tears themselves from grace. They do not look. What the fuck? But slumber and sleep. They have no fear of what is, no knowledge of how their sins stink. Like, have you guys ever taken baths?
It's just her. It's just her. It smells like a volcano.
She has Old Spice to prove it.
What? It's not how I wanted this to go. But anyway, when you guys are on the brink of the pit, then you will tremble and quake for dread.
Ooh, I'm quaking.
Yet, mind,
These are
consider.
chocolate.
I'm talking to you. In what danger you are in now. Take heed. Look at yourself, man. Look at this. Look into your mind. You do look great, but really.
There's no reflection.
How are you so unnatural a creature, thus to defile God's own place to be glorious without end? You have summoned the devil!
Hello,
But to think of love brings dread to my
I will change my ways.
Make yourself a torch of hell when I made you in the image of light. If the devil could, he would destroy you. If my mercy didn't expel his might. So,
Is that the blood of
what
Christ?
did I do to make you despise me so? Oh God, why do you take his advice and forsake mine?
Because I'm
Why do you hate virtue? Why do you love what is worthless?
Oh, that's offensive.
I see now that I have all my sins and offenses. I've defiled the soul that was like you in intelligence.
Why are you better?
Because I'm divine and I'm better than you.
Oh, how impressive!
Yeah, fuck you.
Self-burden and
I show you that your most sinful life. Seek a remedy. Do your diligence to clean the soul that is now so foul.
By you, mind, I have the truest knowledge that we have greatly offended God. We deserve endless pain, which we can never avenge without God, in whom all is contained. Thus, to him let us resort. He lifts them up who have fallen.
Wow, how
And up! He is resurrection and life. Thus, Jesus himself will report.
resurrection. Easter was last week.
Eastern right.
Given to sin. Yeah! That made the soul so. Oh, so how would I describe? So abominable. I will return to God and begin anew, and in Him firmly ground my stable will. Through His mercy, He will enable me to have His special grace. Oh, to cure His sick soul before the judgment at His beautiful face.
Well, then with you three, the soul cries, mercy God.
What? Mercy God! What is this?
Why haven't I changed?
Sin, mind, will, and understanding have come to know how they run ill. What will make me clean? Put it, Lord, in my thoughts, so I can retrieve your wise mercy. Though the soul pays mind and understanding to sins in every way, and forsakes them in his will where they reside, this is not enough to completely get rid of them. Like, what did you think? What do I have to say sorry? No. Only true contrition can do this. Whoever may have it, that is the purger and cleanser of sin. A tear of your eye. Born
That's
of
the worst
sorrow,
kind of pig!
scours and
hey.
washes the soul. However much penance may be wrought, whatever prayers may be said or thought, means nothing without true sorrow in your heart. Sorrow is what truly performs a man, makes him clean as he was when he first began.
My sister doesn't bathe!
Go, seek this
You know it's
medicine.
true.
Way to out me like that.
Sorry.
True faith, and know that God's vengeance is mine. By understanding how true contrition with mind make confession of your sin, and by will have true satisfaction. Do all this, and you're going to like the way you look.
With sovereign wisdom, with weeping eye and heart contrite, I return to my mother, the Holy Church, so I could display my life in her sight. With the three parts of my soul, and understanding, we go to lament for true dad. I'll meet you guys. See you later. Where'd she go? She went to church.
do that?
I was... You prick. You're so rude. I had more shit to tell her. What shit? That's why you can't trust women. Go me! What's wrong with you? Bring them back into the car. Fucking take that little white kid on the damn campus.
In any case, I think this is a really great time to read you some lines from my diary.
No Bible up too.
Buckle up, kids, because I'm going to learn you some
They're
stuff.
also bad.
Thus you see, God tells all mankind the 9 points that please him before all others. Give a penny while you live with goodwill to the poor, and that pleases God more than if fountains were turned to gold and donated in your name after you were nailed in your coffin. And all the riches you have in store will not serve so much when your body is limp and lifeless.
Yeah, after this hot sex.
For the second part, God says this: weep one tear from your eye for the heart of my love, or for the passion of me, Jesus, and that pleases me specifically than if you wept for your friends or worldly possessions. As much water as there is in the sea. See, contrition is a sovereign remedy that destroys sin and releases us from pain. The third, God says, suffer patiently for my love, your neighbor's word of reproof, and that moves me to more mercy than if you punish your body with great pains for the many branches as you might find in a forest in the space of one day's journey. See, the most beloved of God are those who suffer, never kill any adversary. The fourth, God says, keep a 1 hour vigil for love of me, and that is me. And if you set 12 great kings on my sepulchre before me to take vengeance for my death, lo, keeping vigil is a holy thing. It is great when done properly. Many graces from it do spring. The fifth, God says, have compassion for your neighbor who is sick.
I am, and I like it that way.
And indeed, this to me is more great than if you fasted for 40 days, drinking only bread and water. See and pity God and spring peace. It is sovereign virtue, as sages declare. The sixth, remember there are 9 of these. God says as follows: refrain your speech. Do not let your tongue slander your fellow Christians. And then you please and work with great diligence upon your naked and bare feet until the blood flows for pain and wounded, so each you can relieve.
Your micro penis makes me feel insecure.
The seventh, Christ said in this manner: do not provoke your neighbor to evil, but turn all things into virtuous action, and then you would please me more than if you ran through a bush of sharp thorns so many times you were just covered in blood. You're just bleeding all over the place because of all the thorns and the blood in your body, till your naked body was all rough and low. This to man, pray often and ask of me, and if that pleases me more than if my mother, remember guys, I'm Jesus, so that's Mary, and all the saints prayed for you.
You're fucking your mom.
God says, wow, love me above all else, and that to me is more pleasant than if you went upon a wooden pillar full of sharp sticks. Damn it, wind. Satan God is more pleasant with deeds of charity than all the pains man may suffer. Remember these points, son, in your happiness. No. The rage and glory of God burns through me like fire. I literally cannot stop. I know, I seem like you have
God, what the hell? What the fuck?
Wow! Oh my God, it's so mystical.
Wow!
What could that be?
What a speed change!
Sweet Jesus, to you I cry. Oh, sweet Jesus, my delight. Oh, Jesus, Son of Virgin Mary. Full of mercy and compassion, I am washed in your passion of the sins of my soul. By 2 powers of my soul, I offended you.
by my inward senses which are spiritual, and my outward senses which are the 5 bodily senses. By these powers I ask for mercy.
You have wounded me, sister, dear spouse,
Sister?
by the double glance of your eyes. It burns my heart to hear you cry. When you have been so reformed in the love of Christ, you have never looked go so good to me now. In the case of your 5 senses, who have offended and are incapable themselves of atoning, my 5 senses, who, come on, obviously, have never offended. Did I mention that? Have made full atonement to the Father. I see the violence of the people. I hear their cries of vengeance against me. I smell the stench of carrion at my feet. I have tasted the drink mixed with gall. I touch, I feel sharp pains. I spread my hands so that I may touch your neck. I bend my head so that I may kiss you here. Through my sacrifice, you have been reformed in the image of Christ, in God, the Holy Trinity, the Holy Ghost. See to it that you do not disfigure yourself in the way of the fiend again. I could do this all day, but these people probably want to go home at this point. Now, now, you will reign.
You're doing great, sweetie.
We love you, we love you, we love you, we love you. You will reign in the kingdom of heaven. And live with me and reign in eternal bliss.
Keep in mind, soul, what God has done for you, truly reformed you in faith. Don't conform to the pompous glory of the world, but reform yourself in your spiritual senses. You, who are forever damned by sin, have been reformed by mercy and crowned with King. You're welcome.
Take understanding, soul, now with continual hope in God's behest, be renewed in the spirit of your form, which is created in God's likeness. You have been reformed not only as a beast, but also in the higher parts of your reason, which is created in God's likeness and has the merciful knowledge therefrom.
Now the soul reformed in charity truly in God, divest yourselves of your old sin and folly, and return to God so He may renew your bliss. Oh, He has protected you from pain in order to reign in bliss forevermore.
And now, we can say this of our sovereign Lord Jesus. His tender mercies are over all His works. And you, wisdom, every heaven, earth, and creature is indebted to you. You guys are. That's you guys. Yeah. And those who are attuned to Jesus, we may say this. There is accordance between us and God. And now to come to Solomon's conclusion, we come and we say, the beginning of fear is the beginning of wisdom.
To you who fear the Lord shall the Son of Righteousness rise. The true Son of Righteousness, who is our Lord Jesus, shall spring in them that tread His meekness. Now you must renew every soul in grace and eschew all vices, and so to end with perfection, so we might pursue the doctrine of wisdom, sapientia et patris. Grant that for His passion.
Find us online, Fordham Medieval Dramatists. We have wonderful things that we do. You have video recordings of all of our past performances online. This performance will become a video recording with student commentary. Check it out when it goes live. And come to your shows in future years. Thank you so much for coming.